Alright guys, welcome back to more solo queue. Today, we're just gonna try to get some wins. Looks like we got Mike Bullies and Will Bullies on our team. What a duo. Hopefully they're pretty good. Usually people with bullies in their name, like following after the raid bullies, they're usually pretty decent at the game. I do know this Only Way guy, and he's actually pretty good as well, I believe. We gotta definitely fix up our stats from the last few episodes. Skyscraper, it's looking pretty good just for the fact that like our team has generally the higher ranks than the other team. And it also doesn't really look like I have any elo trappers on my team, because for the most part the elo trappers would be low ranks. So for example, I would be the elo trapper of this team. Probably. If there was like an elo trapper in this lobby. It could even be any of these three guys. I do recognize this name, so I don't think he would be an elo trapper. But yeah, elo trapping has been a terrible problem at the beginning of the season, especially. So just be careful when you solo queue. I would recommend being in at least in a 3-man if you're gonna be queuing, because then you're almost, or honestly, I would even say it'd be in a 4-man at least, because then if they're elo trapping and they have like 2 accounts, then at least then you probably won't get them on your team. Sometimes people when they elo trap they have like 1 account queue against themselves. Also, if you don't know what elo trapping is, obviously, to quickly explain it, it's when people have multiple Xboxes or PlayStations or both, and they have like their main account, right, that they care about their elo on, but then they queue snipe themselves on their second like account to play against themselves and basically just like purposely throw. It's been a big problem, and I think the biggest problem about it is actually being able to tell if your teammates are bad or if they're elo trappers. Because if you ever notice them dying really quickly first, it's almost like you gotta be worried about them for the future rounds to see if they kind of repeat that same pattern of dying first. What is this guy doing? Okay. So we have a blitz to start off things. I don't mind that. I do feel like I should have actually like picked somebody to maybe help him and try to play with that pace that he's gonna go for. I'm assuming that these guys are going to be duo queued, so Ash and Blitz. So we'll see how this goes. One thing I hope that doesn't happen is this Blitz dying fast. I really hope he doesn't die fast. Doesn't look like these guys are actually even holding the side of the map, which is really good. So they're already giving up a lot of map space, and I don't recommend that on Skyscraper. When you're playing T side, you want to be holding as much space as possible before you actually give it up. Because look at how we're already in the building with 2 minutes and 20 seconds. We're on a really good pace. Only thing is we almost got flanked there. Try to keep on this pace a little bit and... Yep, okay. Denari, he almost got a good pre-fire on me. But his gun is worse than mine in that case, so it's one of those situations where you feel like you should be winning, and that's exactly what happened. There's a dock right here on my yellow ping, right here. I'm gonna keep on pinging him and hope that Ash that like pre-fires him. Okay, so he's on the left side here, and I believe the other one is Karaoke. It already sounds like he's Karaoke, so... Nice, he's dead. So last one's the dock over here. Let's go over to the other site and just plant like a good teammate. And Flores is gonna hold me, or try to. I don't really like this spot. And I suck because I just missed my bullets. Bro, this is the warm-up game and my aim does not feel that good. I kind of sold a little bit, but I felt like I needed to be in that spot while my Flores was on over here. I do like the way my Flores is playing this though. Does he have time to defuse? I'll take fault for that, honestly. Yeah, I don't like the way I played it, but I also don't like my aim right there in that situation. I think I should have at least like I think I should have just won it, even though I was like low health. I think my aim was just off there, and I'll take accountability for that. It was, to be fair, a 4v1, so the other two teammates like kind of threw away their body, just like trying to play off refrags, and then they just didn't work. It was like, yeah, I mean the guy just like clutched. Not much to say there. A little unfortunate. We had a lot of map space very fast, but we ended up kind of throwing that round away. I do think that like I am at fault though a lot in that because I don't know. Like the situation I was in, like where I was positioned, wasn't favorable, but I could have at least killed him basically. It's like my aim was just bad there, and that's like what I gotta say for myself. My position was in a pretty bad spot. You might argue that I should have like just tucked and played safe, but when you're solo queuing and you're not having comms with like your teammate, you don't know what they're actually holding for you. You don't know if they're playing to bait you and they're playing like super safe, or if they're playing for crosses with you. And that really changes up how you can play. And a lot of times when you're solo queue, you kind of almost have to assume that they're baiting you. So you basically have to play for your own life at that point. It's not necessarily what you should it's like what you should do, but in solo queue that's kind of like what you have to do. Like whenever I play in stacks, me and my teammates, like a lot of the times I'll have a teammate be like, I'm playing for my life. So it's basically meaning like you're on your own, but I'm gonna be the one playing safe. And that's a good calm, because then you already know that you're basically in a 1v1 because they're just playing for the round win. They're playing for the safe spot. And sometimes that's better, but sometimes it's also better to play for the cross. It's all about your self-judgment in the end. I'm trying to wonder. I feel like I should have played someone other than Twitch, but we're gonna stick with Twitch, I guess. His teammate's on Blitz again. I wonder how he died last round, actually. I didn't actually remember how he died last round. But honestly, if I already see them kind of pushing backside, and I kind of like that as well, so I'm gonna do that. Backside pushes are really good in this situation. Just playing off of a blitz when you know there's someone's on blitz, playing off of them is really helpful. I see him buying Dragon, I think. And he shit on me. Oh my god, he was ready for me to just hold him there. That's insane. Wow, that's amazing crosshair placement. Like, I can't even say anything about that. That's just some really good crosshair placement from him. See, this is the problem where our teammates here, the duo of the bullies guys, they're really stuck, and Ash and Blitz are the only people trying to actually do something. These guys aren't doing anything in this round because they couldn't get the breach open. So that's why I also say like backside push is just much easier. So you don't rely on having a wall open, you don't rely on like doors and windows. Yeah, so this push was kind of already cooked. Even though I died, it was still winnable if our rest of our teammates were kind of in a spot to play off of. Striker's gotta get aggressive here. Don't worry about the beeper. Okay, well now he's worrying about it too much. Got the shot in the end, but does it really matter? At this point it's gonna be impactless frags. He's so cooked. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really more kills for him to get there in that situation. It was just the fact that they really relied on getting the breach there, and they couldn't get the breach, and therefore they were basically like useless playing over there. To be honest, to be fair, I shouldn't have died the way I died. The smoke just like he just straight up slammed me. Like that was just a amazing shot from him. Like crosshair placement couldn't have been any better from him. And I also didn't think he was actually gonna swing me like that. I thought he was gonna worry about the blitz more, coming from like Shrine or like from T. So we're in a tough situation off the bat. And they're gonna have to go somewhere on the first floor, and that's where you kind of want to just play for vert. But I don't know if my teammates are gonna want to do that. So far, I've been liking their pushes. It's just now that we're down 2-0, they might be a bit more careless. You would think that sometimes people want to lock in when they're down 2-0, but when it comes down to like playing with randoms, sometimes it makes them care less, and then they're just gonna be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna walk to site and see if that works. And sometimes it does work, but I do feel like we're just having a little mistakes, like early deaths, like for me example that last round, the blitz the other round. We're just having early deaths, and so if we're able to kind of stay alive and then actually get our execute going, and the last round also with like the duo of the bullies, like pushing the wall like that and not getting the wall open in the first place was just like kind of cooked. But I do hope we do like a full upstairs take. I do see that we have a Ram, we have Jackal, we have Nomad, so like it does look good already for just seeing the operator lineup. The Nomad switched to Nook, which isn't bad. You don't necessarily need a Nomad on this site. You just have to kind of be worried about the flank. And Skyscraper is not often that people flank, because flanking a Skyscraper is kind of difficult. Because it's like usually very easily read. I just took in that we banned Valkyrie, so me going IQ like wasn't necessarily the best. Maybe the last person is gonna be like a Pulse or something. I'm not sure. They have a Denari. Another Denari setup. So we already seeing the Ram like just already should already mean that we're gonna be pushing upstairs. So I shouldn't have to like try to think about it. I should just already be believing that we're doing an upstairs take with the Ram on the board. That's why I'm gonna be already up here. I do see the Ram coming in to rappel on the balcony with me. Everything does look pretty clear. The only problem is a late flank, but that should be okay. I'm gonna go in. I do want to shoot this drum cam so they don't have this like potential opening. These Rams are a little awkward, but nice. That's a good kill from our Nook. She got the like rat entry. Got on the cam here, Nook. You gotta kind of be worried about that. They're on the zombie over here. Someone's in this closet. Oh, what the fuck? He's actually peeking it. And he ran out. I don't think the Nook is gonna kill him. Let's nade those zombies off. And there we go, the zombie's dead. So let's try to drone out a little bit more, because we do want to know where these guys are actually playing. The one's back here with the smoke shotgun. He just ran back into sight. And then let's try to find the last person. The last person has to be flanking at this rate, because we don't actually know where he is. We don't know what site he's in. So he has to be roaming, flanking, something. Or ratting. But I do think that he wasn't in that spot before because the smoke was actually there. And it's very important to know like who's actually playing site. Sometimes it's pretty underrated to just drone out the site first rather than droning out other places. Because you find out who's in site, then you find out the number of people who aren't in site. So there's people that aren't accounted for. And that's a strategy I like to do on a map like Theme Park. Let's say the downstairs site of Armory. The site is a very big bunker site. So if they're out of sight, it's very hard for them to actually rotate back to site. So that site specifically, you can try to drone out site fully, see exactly how many people are in that site, and see who's accounted for it being in site, and therefore you'll know how many roamers there are and how many you need to actually look for. The default time is like you'll expect one roamer, but then if you know exactly how many there is, that's when it makes things so much more easier for you. and I think that's just a very good tip for you guys to have, is about that roaming stuff. So please do keep that in mind when you're trying to drone stuff and worry about the roamers. Sometimes you just gotta drone at the site. So that case, I droned at the site, right? And I only saw the smoke after everyone was dead, obviously, except for the Denari. The Denari was not accounted for, and therefore I had to assume he was either flanking, or the other case was he was ratting, but I feel like he was just flanking and he had like bad timings on his flank, so he kind of just like went in a spot that was like a little iffy. I don't even know how he got there, so I have no clue, like, I have no clue what to say about it, but in the end we were just worried about him, and our teammates was actually like able to kill him, and that was good. Or I mean, I was able to kill him, but they were really the ones that got him out of his spot and gave me the idea of where he is. That's all we needed. On this side I love to go Goyo, because it's just such good time burn, and this is exactly what the other team should have done, is they should have played on this side of the map. At least waste time over here. What if I should look for a spawn peek here? It's pretty obvious when people on the attacker side, if they see you on the camera, usually it's pretty safe to assume that the other team is going to be going for a run out. I do hear people over here. The only reason I didn't actually jump out on him is because I heard more than two here. There was just no jumping out there because there's too many I hear. The thing is, I could jump out, shoot the claymore, but I know I might only get one, and then get traded back. So it wouldn't even be worth it in the end. There's also somebody actually on this barricade, I hear them. So I think he's actually waiting for me to jump out too. So far, it sounds like there's only 3 outside of black. So we don't know where the 2 are, but it sounds like for the most part, their like actual push is surrounded around black. I think they just walked in. That's really bad. I think they just walked in the site. I mean, I'm just dead because they just walked up from everywhere. They walked up from brown, and they walked out through black. The Brava must have hacked a bunch of our Malusis, and therefore they were just able to walk up in places, and that really just cooked us. That's why Malusis are sometimes, what would they call it? A double-sided dagger or something? I don't remember. But that term, you guys probably understand what I'm talking about. Is when Malusis get hacked, you're no longer supposed to have that trust in them, but if you don't know they're hacked in general, you're already just believing like, oh, I don't have to worry about that staircase because the Malusi's there. But that's why it's just better if you have something like barbed. Because barbed, you're gonna hear, they can't hack barbed. You're gonna hear it no matter what. They have to blow it up first, do something about the barbed. That's why barbed is more reliable, and that's why Malusi actually has 4 of her Malusis. And then if you have play on other characters, you have 2 pieces of barbed. Even though the Malusi things, like the Banshee devices, are Malusi's actual ability, it makes sense for her to have 4, because they're not all reliable that people might think they are. So far the game's not going that well, but see how it goes. I do think that like we can go the same site, but this time we just have to have barbed on the staircases so they can't play the way they played. The Grim was pretty smart, the way they played it. We just have to definitely play like other ops here. I could even go Ella. But I've never really played Ella like that on Skyscraper. But I do like Ella just in general, so I might just do it just for the barbed. I do see the smoke with barbed, but I do feel like the more the merrier. The Maestro, I don't know how to feel about Maestro. Last time I played with the Maestro, they got their cams hacked by a Brava, and that was complete AIDS. I hope that our team can lock in. I'm trying to lock in. I'm not like doing amazing, but I'm not doing bad either. It was mostly just our early attack rounds that really like costed us. But I feel like this team so far, they haven't really done anything too crazy on attack. It's just if we're ready for their kind of plays, then I feel like it could work out. Let's open this up for the bottom of black stairs. I do like that my teammates are making these like rotates and such. And I'm honestly gonna go favor towards more of a a bunker setup. This barbed wire by the smoke is a little interesting. It's a little too high up than I would have liked. I do like that the vigil is still playing along that side. I do like that. And I might honestly just consider jumping out this time, even if I hear more than one. I'll just try to kill them all. With the big mag size gun of Ella, I could try to go for it. But I do feel like I'll just get a 1-to-1 trade. So I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. Do you hear them? Well, I was able to get one and out. That's what was important there. Is I was able to get one and actually stay alive. I might be at 1 health, but the fact that I'm alive is really, really good. I just hope that my teammates are able to kind of hold where they're holding, and I'll try to hold this as much as possible. I do wish I had another Elamine in pocket to throw one over here. Vigil also kind of died carelessly. He could have easily rotated back through like the upstairs, but he decided to go downstairs. Since I'm 1 health, I really just want to play safe here. Smoke is playing really safe. I like what he's doing. He's just playing prone at the door. Literally my job is just to hold this. I did die, unfortunately. I suck for that. I did not think she was gonna just like play there like so easily. Oh, they had a nomad there. Oh my god, we're actually gonna lose because of that now. Because I died like that. Never mind, we're not gonna lose. This guy's like, thank goodness this guy won that. Because I actually would have felt like absolute ass if we lost that. Good shots by him, man. He got a random wallbang on that nomad. I just took that in. I thought he swung the nomad because of the red pings, but he just like wallbanged the red pings, and that was, I mean, that was great. I'm getting cooked by this Magic Knight guy. I think he has like that random name generated on him. Whoever this guy is, he's been hitting some fucking nice shots on me. I've just been fucking selling against him, but he's also just been hitting really nice shots on me. I was kind of deciding if I actually did want to ban Habana with my teammates. The Vigil ban I feel like is useless from them. This is where I bring out the alibi. I've been feeling really good on alibi when I play Skyscraper specifically. I had like a really good clip on alibi that I don't think I've posted anywhere. It's just like something I hit on my stream. Just in case you guys don't know, whenever I play my main account I've been streaming, so if you guys want to tune in over there. I haven't hit champ yet as of this recording. I'm up, think Diamond 4. But I've been streaming all my games I've been playing, so if you guys want to tune in over there, I like to obviously interact with my chat as much as possible over there, so I hope you can follow it. The link will be in the description. Let's try to stay locked in this game. I did get one good first pick, but then the way I kind of died was just so fucking terrible. It was actually like so bad by me. I kind of knew, like, once I wasn't hitting those shots on the Ash, I was just gonna die. She headshot me, to be fair, like, it was a good headshot. But even, like, she just got one body shot, I was dead anyways, too. Let's barricade over here. and put my beepers over here too. So if I'm this Valkyrie, I'd be reinforcing this instead of worrying about her camera. Interesting, this Finka is just like one over there. She's on this window, I think, just baiting. This Valkyrie could get a kill on her, possibly. Ah, damn. That's bad, her dying like that then. Yeah. Because I kind of have to play like aggressive over here. I don't want to do anything. There we go. That's what I needed to do. So now I kind of have to just worry about over here, this window. It's just I'm kind of in a dangerous spot. I heard her go prone, so that was a good play from me there. And now, I'm in a so much better position here. Oh, he's outside. Too bad there's a Nomad on it, but I hear her outside. Nice, there we go, team. Alright, we made a good comeback. I actually didn't misplay this round. I actually played it well. My standards. But holy shit, I was misplaying and just getting shit on the other rounds. Like, I'm so, like, mad at myself for dying those ways. And even, like, just choosing to challenge the ways I was challenging. I was trying to be too patient. That round, I played a bit more aggressive, took fights to them, while also trying to play smart at the same time. But if you guys know me, that's my way of playing aggressive. I don't really, like, turn off my brain like other people do. And that's not to throw any shots about people like that, because I do think that playing with fearlessness is a good thing to have on your teams. Like, you have that one entry that is just fearless completely and just like wants to challenge and challenge and challenge. But I'm not like that. That's probably more the young gunners at this point. I like to definitely take a methodical approach. So hopefully we could win an attack round. I think that's going to be the big difference maker here, is if we win this attack round in overtime. This guy and his shields. I wonder if like he just straight up relies on shields. Back then, I used to hate shields so much, because I feel like it was also the fact that people didn't really know how to play against shields. So if you were a pretty good shield player, it was just like, it was just cooked. So I despised anybody that played shields back then. But nowadays, shields is more strategical rather than toxic, in my opinion. It could be toxic to a point, like if you're running Blitz, Line, think of, I don't know, Ying, like that's when it could be, you could like consider it toxic. But even then, you just gotta think more for yourself at this point of like how you can counter it. Don't think about complaining about why they're doing this and why they're playing like that. Think more about what you can do to play against it. And when you have that type of mindset, that's when you can kind of just like play better. Because if you're constantly just complaining about things that the enemy team is doing, that's when things are just not going to be good. These guys have a Doc and a T-Bird. I wonder if it's even worth like anything. I see these guys doing another backside push, so I'm low-key gonna just like... Well, for one, I want to shoot open this window. Hopefully I don't get jumped on. But I do see these guys going backside again, so I do want to kind of like push with them. Well, they're kind of doing a backside, kind of not. I don't like that the Ashe is the only one pushing back here. I actually wish there was more people. That's like very good entry. I think he was trying to rat on us and the Ashe just caught him off. It's that one guy that literally been smoking me, so I'm so glad we killed him. That's like been my kryptonite this game. I'm gonna try to play safe and actually drone out our Ashe because I see her in a good spot that she just took like space pretty fast. There we go. Droning out the Ashe like a good teammate right now. The only thing is we don't know where this last person is, again. Okay, no, they killed the one person that wasn't accounted for. Watch out, Ashe. I'll try to join you again, man. Nice, they got a plan off. Teammates are kind of dying. We gotta just push in. I'm gonna try to take the long route around. It's a little risky because they could just be defusing. I did not think she was gonna be over at me. Like, she like ran past the mounting or something. That was a little like crazy. That was like, that like blew my mind. I was like, wait, because I heard her last minute. That's why I took out my gun. Well, I think it was like, no, I took out my gun because I was actually prepared for someone to possibly be there, but I also, in my mind, I was like, there's no way someone's going to be here, but I should be ready just in case anyways. So I took out my gun, and then I actually ended up hearing her as well, and I was like, oh, damn. So the alibi worked. We're definitely going to go alibi again. Her gun is honestly just so good. Her fire rate just makes, like, guns with high fire rate, it just makes you want to take these type of gunfights the way I was playing on Alibi. So I think it was something I explained on my stream or my last episode, is that depending on like your type of gun that you're using, it should also depend on what type of playstyle you're gonna go for. So fast fire rate guns, typically you would want to play like pretty aggressive or play for close range gunfights because you have a faster firing gun. While if you have like a DMR, let's say, or even just like a gun with like low fire rate, you're more favored in like close range gunfights. And that should be pretty common. So these guys already know that we have a Valkyrie. Hopefully the Valkyrie kind of plays a little bit more safer on this side, but I did like that she was over there. It's just the fact that she ended up dying. It's the only problem I had. If she didn't die, I think it would have been like actually pretty good. Let's do the same thing that we did. I really like doing this alibi hold because on a map like Skyscraper, I think I had explained it on my stream as well, that on a map like Skyscraper, alibi works so well because on a lot of the windows you can't actually upside down rappel on them, so you can't upside down rappel and shoot the alibis. Okay, since she has a cam there, I'm actually gonna put my beeper over here. The only worry I have is if they do a full backside push and they just wallbang me over there. Oh, she did that spawn peeking the bar window. Oh, that guy's like been getting smoked this game. That's been like their most important player for them. The fact that we've been killing him has been really good. my god, she's all the way on the roof, I think. That was actually like a good bait by her. I can't lie. She rappelled all the way on top of the roof. I think I have to leave this. Yeah, I gotta just leave. That's gonna be the smart decision here. How do we barricade that? Wait. I think they're looking for me. Or is that guy looking for the Valkyrie? I mean, the fact that that was barricaded just kind of got me killed because the Ram didn't have to worry about it. But I almost ended up killing her anyways. My teammates should be in a good spot still. We have this downstairs cam. We have these other Valk cams. This is perfect. My teammates should have this. Okay, he's outside just baiting. Let's just not give him any more kills and we're chilling. Don't do it, Mike Belize. Don't do it. Yeah, this barricade is a little interesting. I definitely think for sure you should not have that barricaded. I should have took it into my own hands to actually like shoot it out. Let's see. Is he gonna actually try to win? In this case, like in a 1v2, he should still at least give it a try after baiting for the first two. But you know how people are in ranked nowadays. This guy did not want to get one more death to go negative. At least we won. That's a good win. We'll definitely take that for sure. We really locked in in the end. My aim feels a bit more better. But yeah, that was my first game on, guys. The aim this game wasn't the best at the beginning, but I think I locked in the end. So I hope that was a good game for you guys. It was a good game for me just because we literally won. Like, that's all I could ask for at this point right now. But let's go into the next one. Alright guys, we're in the next game. It's kind of a new day, so if you notice my pants have changed or my shorts or whatever. It is a new day for recording. I think it's like 2 days after I recorded the first game. Cause yesterday I went out golfing, and then after my recording on the first day, I went to hang out with my IRLs because it's been a while since I've gamed with them. Not even hung out in real life. It was just more like I saw them on, and it's been a while since I gamed with them, so I wanted to just like prioritize playing with my boys and hanging out with them. Hope you guys don't mind, but yeah, now we're back to recording. So we're gonna have to kind of like get warmed up immediately again. And it looks like we're playing probably a decent 5-stack, I would assume. One of them is probably Mouse, I would assume already, just because the way he restarted his game and came back really fast. It's a little fishy. And I don't remember who it was. Was it? I think it was like the Norway guy. I think it was this guy. He also has TikTok in his name. Also, they fixed it as well, that it shows your PSNs now. Okay. I should probably... These guys are TikTokers. They're probably pretty good on the other team then. Definitely have to be ready for that. Not sure how to feel about my team. I think it's always good if I'm the lowest rank on my team. Being in copper. But we do have also another copper, so it should be a little worrying. There's a dog, there's a Cade, there's a warden. I didn't get to ping the Cade, which is kind of bad, because I don't want my teammate to get Cade tricked. I'm gonna try to put my cam here in hopes that they don't actually see it. I think this will be a good cam spot to actually feed information. Let's see if they find it. They found it. I don't know how like visible it was, but it was probably because of the light on my camera. So the warden's already going to be holding Aqua, we could already kind of tell, just because of the fact that he went over there. So, also don't want to get in the way of these guys in case they are spawn peeking us. Yeah, they're spawn peeking garage door. We already heard them shoot that out. I think they're running Cade and Tube as well, so we kind of have to be ready for that. Nice, good shot from our ace there. Another one tried to run out as well. Good kills already from the start. That's exactly what we like to see. I'm gonna try to get the Cade things off the wall for him, and there's a warden up top, or trying to peek my aqua. Cade's gonna be on wall. Get that Cade. I got it, guys. Threw another one, and he got in the way of the other one. A little unfortunate. It's gonna be a little annoying. I do like that the ace kind of went around to go get the other wall. I'll try to twitch zone again for this other Cade and see if we can be successful with it. And he got a double nitro. We get the wall now. There we go. Good shot. He did get a refrag back, unfortunately. Try to put my cam right here so we can play off of that. And my teammates could feed information from my camera there. So one's pillar. Good shot by me. Let's see where we can find maybe this next guy. So he's playing close on my door. Oh my god, this guy got in my way. That is not good. Okay, he's on the pillar again. Holy shit, thank goodness I clutched that. I didn't know that the ace, I don't know why he aced the wall like that. Like, he aced the wall on the left side, but it's like he aced it so that we can't even go in. I think the ace thought, like, that would have been better. But Jesus, that almost sold us. Obviously, me TKing the ace almost sold us as well. But I just don't know why he aced that wall, but he also, like, I guess shot it? I'm not sure what happened there. Like, I wish I could have seen our perspective for what happened, but at least we won it, or I won it in the end. But man, if I TK'd, I do know my teammates would have been so upset there. Definitely should have been a round one just from the beginning of the picks we got, like the 5v3. That nitro by the Cade was just so clutch. Our teammates definitely didn't have to rush it that much. If one got nitroed, yeah, so be it. Like, but then two, the fact that two got hit by that one nitro was kind of just a sell. So definitely, we just got to be a bit more safer when we want to clear out the rounds. But that is a good start, just to have one round against a possible 5-stack, just because it just looks like, since they're all Xbox, it just assumes that they're 5-stack. And I'm sure that they're not going to be spawn peeking like that again. I do hope the ace knows that it was an accident. I'm sure he does, but I guess he would he would still be mad though, the way that he got like TK'd. Are they gonna find my cam? Okay. So I think they have a bandit. They obviously banded the ace and the thermite. They're running in a zombie here now too. I do believe a Flores is gonna be amazing here. Because they're running this as zombie. Great. Somebody else went Flores. Perfect. Try to keep my cam here. I think he was just like pre-firing like around the bushes. I do the same thing. And he doesn't actually know that there was someone there or a drone there. He was just doing it just to try to see if he can get any. Now they got a spawn peek. It's a little unfortunate. So I'm gonna try to go down here. See if I could have got possibly one. You went to go swing me? That's insane that he actually went to do that. Damn. I do like this ramp taking space. But one was downstairs. That's unfortunate. I'm surprised one would be downstairs. It's kind of weird. Oh, they got my Twitch drone. Or they froze my Twitch drone? I don't know. How did they even get my drone actually there? That's kind of insane that somebody was down there, because they're holding garage so heavily with the Izami. But it also makes sense at the same time, because maybe we would have had an Ash push down there and get the mute from below or something. Oh, nice shot by the floors. Do we have any cams to actually watch? Yeah, one's in IT, makes sense. One's over here, one's on these head holes. He's in a very tough spot here. Does he have hard breach charges? He does, but I'm assuming that there's a mute on the wall, so he can't actually get it. Oh, nice shot. I think he's on the right or on the pillar, like up the door. Yeah, that was tough, but it was a nice try from him. Yeah, I knew it. He was like right on the kind of like behind the door frame. That's a good spot to be in, because you wouldn't expect him to be there. And he has like both ways that he can peek from. Being on the only like the left side, he would have only been able to peek to the right. But that's why it was a good reposition from him, and that's what a lot of people should do when they're in the high ranks, is try to reposition a lot so that they don't always just know where you are. I do like the Azami ban. I was just kind of talking, so I couldn't really think of who to ban. I do like the Azami ban. The enemy team is also doing smart bans by just doing the default like ban Thermite and Ace on a map like Nighthaven. Those are really good bans. Let's try someone different here, honestly. I'm gonna go Dokubi for the roams, because I do feel like a team like this is gonna be roaming. So let's try to just maybe help out our team in a way by giving calls here and there. I really liked my teammates' op picks though. I do really like fuck with their op picks, so I might even go someone else to kind of mesh better with our op picks, because right now what I'm seeing from our team is we're gonna be doing a vert take. We have Habana for the hatches, we have Fuse for just the Fuse above, Nomad for the flanks. So I'm liking the cohesion of our team ops, our operator lineup, and I feel like if anything, I'm kind of like the odd one out with the Dokubi. Even though technically, since we're pushing upstairs, running a Dokubi for the roam clear is good. I just feel like I could be even better with like maybe a Buck or a Jackal, if anything, because Jackal is going to solidify the information if they actually have a roamer or not, and it's actually going to like be able to translate over or to like communicate over to my teammates that there's a roamer, while Dokubi calls is kind of like you're relying on like hearing. I do like the switch from Habana just because we already have 2 pieces of hard breach charges. Let's see, is anyone going over here? Okay, so someone just got the hatch. I want to see if they're running over to kitchen. So for now, it looks like this side is kind of completely clear. So I'm going to try to just, let me check my drone one more time. And then I'm just going to go in. I'm just trying to take space fast, basically. Put a punch hole here, just in case. Sometimes you can get a free kill like that. One thing to do that's good here is do this like shotgunning out, just to make them aware that like I'm over here and not want to push up too much. I don't even know if I want to track this person yet. I'm kind of worried about my flank though, is the problem. Someone could easily use the punch hole I just made if they flanked me, and that would be terrible for our team for that to happen to me. One thing I'll do is I'll preset a cam here. Okay, they got that. Oh, but they nitroed me anyways. Wow, he had a preset nitro there. Damn, that's kind of really unfortunate. I do feel like my teammates kind of try to skip steps by going through the vending window. He's playing close, obviously. Oh, nice shot. Okay, my teammates seem to always get refrags, but then he got picked back. Our only job here is to really watch this flank over here. Okay, my teammates are getting more picks back. Definitely looking in a winnable situation. If I'm the Twitch here, I want to shoot this camera to make them worry about it. I don't really want to pressure and actually make a play down here, because they're probably going to be on the camera. Oh, the camera's already shot. Even better. So Twitch might actually have a solo play here, but she really needs to pick her timing right. But I do feel like Twitch is gotta be the one that makes first contact rather than this Nomad. And Nomad just died to a Denari. Twitch, you gotta win this gunfight. Aw, damn. I honestly didn't even see that Denari either. Fair play by him. Wow, those are good Denari spots. That's crazy. Alright, one attack is not even that bad on Nighthaven, because I actually do believe in my teammates' skills, because they've been getting good refrags back, or just picks in general, honestly. So I do believe in it, as long as they're not too careless in the way they play on defense. Because you can tell they kind of do try to cut steps in like their pushes and executes. So what that tells me on defense is they might try to go for picks like too much, to the point that like they might just end up dying and then there's no sight hold anyways. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Enemy team is kind of playing it just like smart, honestly. They're just not really doing like anything crazy. They're just playing smart. But they also have been like playing aggressive from site, and then they've been giving up picks. That's the only way my teammates have kind of been in a spot to actually win. I didn't really know who to go, but Goyo is definitely a good person. I was honestly gonna go mute here, but somebody else already took it, obviously. But I don't mind that. I think that's okay. This Vigil, I do hope that he can do some sort of roaming and just kind of play below a little bit. I don't think he should necessarily flank, but he should just show presence below if I'm him. But sometimes can't blame him. If you want to get greedy and try to push below, sometimes you just go for it. Get that cam right there. Let's just do some more reinforcing for our team here. I don't like these head holes. I've already explained them before, that there's like a big crossfire. If they take garage rafters, they have a big crossfire to anybody playing over here, and it's a terrible, terrible spot. See, our teammates decided to play aggressive as well, and they're just not gonna go. Give a shielder. Yeah, that mounting, I could tell he was able to read what I was doing. I really don't like that they have a mounting, because it's really gonna give them a garage control very fast. I don't even want to put a Goyo down. Mavericking, okay. Maverick is smart as well. Is this mutant garage, I wonder? You don't even have the garage cam somehow. I don't know if they put a claymore on my window as well, that's the problem. Okay, I do like that the mute reinforced that. I feel like that's super good. Kinda died backside. Okay, he killed him though. I'm so dead. I don't know what I was supposed to do. This guy was already deep sight. I wanted to try to hold him from getting into sight, just in general, because if he was already in sight, I was basically in a bad spot. That Mounting should have easily killed me as well. I thought I was for sure just dead once I saw him running at me. But yeah, this is going to be tough, because when it came to defense, my teammates are kind of like playing very... not in a good way. On attack, I liked the way they were playing in attack. But I had a feeling that when it came to defense, they might try to play a bit more aggressive than they need to be. And honestly, I don't actually agree with the RAM ban, but I ended up doing it instinctively anyways because I saw everyone else vote on it. But I feel like the problem there was the mounting. I don't think RAM is a problem. Even for downstairs, I was gonna plan to roam upstairs anyways, because playing against a 5-stick stack like this, they're most likely gonna do an upstairs take. They're probably just gonna run that mounting again. I think I'm gonna go Legion. I think I have to. Although I wanted to go mute, I just feel like we have to do something against that mounting. Because we basically just had to give him a lot of space, and then it just didn't work out. So if I have Legion Mines to play off of, I could at least push him back. Let's also get a foot BP over here. Don't really know what that Warden is thinking with that. Make sure to reinforce these walls back here as well, though. Guess we'll just have to see how this goes. Because honestly, I don't even know how this is gonna go. We're doing these head holes again, which I don't like, once again. We'll see. I might have to look for a first pick, honestly, now. I don't really like our setup. I hear their shielder again. They put a claymore on it. I just didn't feel like I could have even done any type of jump out there. I think as long as we do have that person Aqua, I do like that we play to reinforce garage. Except that those head holes just got him killed. And I just got pre-fired. Wow. I wanted to try to peek a little bit just so we could get some sort of coverage. But he saw my shadow. Man, I hate the shadows sometimes. Ah, that was my fault for dying first. That shadow cooked me. Let's see. Oh, another one of us died. How did he die? Was he downstairs? Oh, he died at Aqua. That's like gonna be our gap, is basically Aqua. Wait, what the hell is that? Why is it like that? That was so weird. Yeah, the mutant knows he needs to get that kill, and he did. Okay. Technically winnable. It's gonna be very tough. The mute is in the power position here. We don't have really any thing to watch in terms of cams. Yeah, we kind of just gotta rely on these guys to get their kills, but it's not working out. They have the Osa, they have the Maverick, I mean, they have Montang, like, yeah, it's just cooked. Okay. Kill Maverick and win. Except it's still gonna be a Montang in the end, so he really just has to worry about the Maverick. The Maverick, if he's gonna play smart, he's just gonna play it safe, yeah. That's unfortunate. It was looking off good, and that's how it always seems though in solo queue sometimes, is you win the first round, but then you can't do anything else after that. I tried to adapt by playing a Legion there. But I did get first pick because the Shadow, man. Like that just straight up just fucked me up, the Shadow. Well, we tried, but definitely just was not good enough at all. That map is pretty difficult when playing against a 5-stack, especially if 5-stack as passionate as that. I've never actually played against a 5-stack that was gonna like play that heavily into like the meta characters of Maverick and like Montang. Like that's just definitely just straight passion. They wanted to win. The dude is already in champ early season. I mean, like you gotta expect them to be passionate players. From the fact that they have teammates on very low rank accounts tells me that they do probably cancel against a bunch of people. That's just what I think, but who knows. Anyways, I guess we'll keep it uncut and just go into this next game. We already got more champs. These guys are definitely going to look even better. They're going to be even better here. See how it goes. We do have a diamond on our team as well. But this guy, suspicious. Because he's got friendly fire activated from the get-go. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think I really recognize these people. I would assume... Well, for one, I think they're all hiding their names. Actually, some of them are. I think this guy's hiding his name. And I think this guy's hiding his name. Don't think this guy's hiding his name, because when you get the random names, I don't think you get, like, underscores in it, if I remember correctly. But let's see how things go first. We're gonna start these things off with Noki. I do like the ace. Who did they ban? They banned Grim. Interesting. A Grim ban is kind of interesting on Coastline. I don't even think he's popular on Coastline. I feel like they should have just went with the default ace ban here, because now this ace could easily get the quad wall open. But they could shoot it off, obviously, but that's something I like to always do, is when we have an ace or some sort of person that's going to open the quad wall of hookah, I like to try to check anything for them, like, shooting it off. Because sometimes you could just farm free kills when you bait them like to like shoot off the aces on the walls. A lot of the times teams don't want you to shoot those things off the wall. Also, these guys are not my servers because their pings are all high. It's just like the Valiant Viper guy is probably my servers. I don't think any of the other ones are. Okay, so they brought the castle. That'll actually make it even easier for us to open up the quad wall. But if we don't open up the quad wall... Oh yeah, they castled that. Okay, yeah. So basically, this is already them counting off a window so that we can actually get the wall open even easier, because we don't have to worry about anybody playing over at that hallway to shoot off the aces. Because they're already destroying that line of sight for themselves too. So as long as they don't have anything on the wall to block our ace from getting it, we should be good. I do feel like this team is going to be very aggressive. I just got to be ready for that. I don't like that the Ashe already opened that door. Could easily yield the run out. Let's open that out. They castle everything? They kind of did. Somebody already died. And another person already died. Are we getting a little trapped? Who knows? Okay. We're really gonna have to think about what to do here. Let's try to drone a little bit. Did they castle off hookah? They didn't, but they do have an Aruni over here. I do want to see if I could push from luggage side, so I'm gonna actually drop all the way at penthouse. Because if there's somebody over there at like top main, I can maybe catch him off guard. I don't like that the floors already kind of went in. Okay, everybody's just kind of going in. That's castled. Nice. Oh, okay, he peeked from over there after. After I stopped looking at it, he went to go peek from over there. Of course. I mean, nice shot, fair enough. I really feel like, for one, that castle, if we got that castle destroyed at luggage, it would have made things... If I had even known that, I wouldn't have pushed there, obviously. Because what I was worried about is someone playing top main and peeking anybody pushing hookah, or I mean aqua side. So that was the only reason I actually went to go hold or push over there. But I didn't actually notice they castled that, which is pretty surprising to me. They're gonna go kitchen, I'm gonna go Twitch here. Let's see how things go. I think I should keep my eye out on these two here. Because the way they just died very quickly at the beginning, a little weird. And they're like low ranks. Because a lot of the times you're gonna find that the person that's elo trapping is gonna have like a low rank account on the team. And this guy also has a friendly fire thing as well, so it makes it even more like kind of, you know, suspicious. And just the fact that I also don't recognize any of their names as well, so I'm not sure. But we'll see. People might think I might be really quick to assume elo trapping, but it's not really assuming. It's just like you gotta keep it in the back of your mind and kind of watch out for it. The way I see it in solo queue is that if I already know my team is elo trapping, I'm not gonna bother to worry about trying the game. I'm still gonna try, but I'm gonna kind of already be under the impression that we're gonna lose. Because if they're elo trapping, there's just really no way they shouldn't lose. So we'll have to see. Keep in mind on the Ashe and the Ying. The Ying has the fuser here. Let's see what happens. Because they're running out very quickly as well. I wonder what kind of spawn peek they're doing. I know the Glass wants to get on that one spot. Yeah, they have a mute jammer at the very top. Nice shot by the Glass. Can't get that mute jammer, unfortunately. Let's see if I can get over here. Oh, this guy got ran out on 5. Where's the Ashe gone? One of them that we were worried about. Someone else died as well. Another one died. We're gonna run out here. That's castled. That's a little weird. You're yellow pinging me something. So someone's in bathroom, I'm pretty sure. I saw him. Damn! I mean, I was focused there. I tried, I really did. Damn, I even shot him too. Look at that. I flicked on him, but I just didn't headshot him. That was tough. I tried. I knew that the Daruni was gonna do that run out again. This is tough of a game so far. This guy's gotten first pick twice now. Or like basically first picked. because they both died like very fast in the first round. So I might even, oh, he took Twitch. I might try to spawn with him and kind of see what he's doing. One thing I do like to do, even though I know it's not going to do anything, is I like to find out if like who's actually exactly elo trapping. So even if it matters about like even if it like in the end I just lose the game and I just continuously lose, so be it. One thing I would like to know by the end of the game is if I'm actually getting elo trapped or not, because I do want to give people the benefit of the doubt. The first round, like, so yeah, like you could just say first round, yeah, they tried to do something, they tried to play off of refrags and they both died, so be it. The second round, I honestly couldn't tell if it's just the enemy team playing very aggressive and winning their fights, or if my team is just actually just like giving up the kills for free. I'm always gonna be like, I'm honestly like at this point in this series, at least for now, while there's still like a lot of elo trapping, I'm just gonna become a detective for like who's elo trapping and who's not. Let's go on a zombie here, or I mean, not a zombie, a Flores, because of this is a zombie. Okay, so this is zombie, or the Rooney's trying to do a run out over here. I don't really have a gun that can actually like, hold the recoil against an Rooney here. I might try to challenge it anyways, knowing that she's doing that. He's gonna run out over here. Let me see if... What is that timing? What is that fucking timing? I wanted to hop on a cam to see if she actually was doing it. And what do you know? He gets the first kill on somebody, and then he just runs out and kills me too. Jesus, this is some crazy recoil control. Like, now that's 3 times where this Ashe has just like pushed main door or something. Or not 3 times, but I'm exaggerating. But that's 2 times now that that person's done that. And he just dies. Damn, look at how aggressive these guys are playing. I mean, why wouldn't they though? It's a 5v2. Okay. This Ashe. Bro, I can't tell with these teammates. But that Ashe, she's a diamond 5, but it looked like she couldn't even control the recoil on that gun. Am I tripping? Am I just like crashing out on my teammates? I know people like to mention how much I'm hard on my teammates, but like, you can't be champ level and like can't really control recoil. Like, there's no way I'm tripping about that Ashe and not being able to control recoil there. Who knows? Because again, it's like early season, right? You would expect like the actual like really good players to be in champ or like diamond and above. So this guy's in diamond, so I'm obviously gonna expect him to be a decent, like pretty decent player. But if he's not controlling the recoil on Ashe, that just throws a little bit of suspicion on me. I'm not saying he's the elo trapper, but I'm wondering like how he got there really quickly. Zombie ban is good by the enemy team here, honestly. I don't know who else to go here. Let's just go trusty Goyo. I just don't think Goyo is really the right pick here, because on this site it's pretty far ranged, so I'd say an ACOG is pretty good, like a DMR. That's why these guys were also running a DMR, like the Rooney is really good. Man, it's like I can never get no wins. But like I said, like the elo trapping is really bad this season. And the worst is when you can't tell if you're getting elo trapped or not. Like right now, I don't want to say 100% sure I'm getting elo trapped. I never would want to say I'm getting elo trapped. Because the worst thing would be like if my teammates are actually trying it, they're just like getting shit on. Because the enemy team, to be fair, they are really good players. The way I could see like the way they're playing. They're definitely really passionate and really good team. They're also AFKing. Like they've given up. Nobody's reinforcing shit either, man. Oh my god. I'm just gonna sit here, like literally. Let me put the other beeper here. I'm literally just gonna play here. But this is so terrible. We don't have this reinforced. We don't have this reinforced. I was the only one that reinforced the quad wall and this wall. Pretty bad. Pretty sure everyone's just gonna be hunting kills. Yep, Aqua. Might I honestly just go play with my Wamai over here quickly. I believe that was below Cool Vibes. Okay, so he's over here, but they're pinging. Nice. Got a round. Honestly, my teammates are playing with nothing to lose. That's better recoil control. You know what? Sometimes I always get that mistake. It's like, okay, sometimes maybe he's just warming up. And it happens. My recoil control isn't perfect. It's sometimes gonna have some blunders in it. It's like I always like mention someone's recoil control in these episodes being bad, and then the next thing you know is like they lock in. Mr. Twangy here got a kill as well. This person still has yet to get a kill. He is on 100 ping though. Okay, this is definitely a Goyo site now too. Some reason I want to go T-Bird though. I don't know what's telling me to go T-Bird, but for some reason I do favor T-Bird more over Doc now after the ACOG nerf. Because just in general, I feel like T-Bird is just better. I don't know. But at the same time, Doc does have the Bailiff, I think, unless they took it away. But if he still has the Bailiff, I think it just makes him really good. If he didn't have the Bailiff, he obviously just wouldn't be that good. Just got my... Okay. So I guess they're gonna put the mirror on this side, which actually I do fuck with. Because I remember in a previous episode, I do say if you're gonna put a mirror, you should put it on that side and have the hole on the other side. So it makes sense. And actually that's my fault for putting the T-Bird there. I just didn't know if they're gonna put a mirror there or not. That's why I didn't want to even reinforce it. 2 T-Birds is fine. Let's see, do they have a cam over here? No cam as far as I can see. Wonder if they're even pushing over here. I believe they're just doing all main take. One's upside down repelling. So what that tells me is they're probably going to push vert eventually. rotate over there and help. What happened there? Fuck, man. So they ended up pushing Vert and killing our Mira. I don't know. I didn't know the Mira was even in a fight over there. Jesus Christ. If I had known the Mira actually was getting pressured up top, because I just thought she wasn't at all, then I would have went up there to her. That's unfortunate. Another loss. That game, obviously, we're playing against like much like better players. I don't think I've ever seen these guys' names though still. Even without their like hidden names. But it's whatever. Whether we got elo trapped or not, those enemies were really good players in the end. I do think that our second game was more winnable. But let's play one last game and see if we can at least go even for the day, and I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, we're in our last game. I turned on the thing. Okay, we're playing against more sweats again, looks like. But I turned on the thing that makes me have a different name, so in this game I'm Virtual Pancake. It shows for everybody. Hey, wait, it actually gave me a dash in my name as well, I just noticed that. But this guy's Copper 5, which is very interesting, but they're most likely 3-stacked, so I would assume that they're not elo trappers. Because I would assume, obviously, them 3 Xbox, they're probably in a stack together. This guy's probably another solo queuer. He does have TikTok in his name, so I would assume he's not an elo trapper as well. Hopefully we can have a fair game here. Not to say that the last game wasn't fair. It just felt like we weren't even trying to put up a fight. But these guys are probably going to be pretty good as well. This guy has TTV in his name. Okay, so this guy, I could already tell he has that name thing on. This guy does too, because he has virtual in his name as well. And this guy too, because sometimes it gives you those names with the XX. But it also has an underscore. But it does definitely look like one of those random names as well too. Clubhouse is a map that I don't really like playing Twitch on. We'll see who else I can play here. I do like the Maverick, honestly. Let's go Striker for the Harbor charges, and then maybe nades for now. I don't know if I'm gonna stick the Striker though. I honestly could even go with Thermite because we have a Maverick. But I really don't want to go with Thermite and then they end up running like a Cade. And then we can't even get the wall. So we'll see. See where they even are, first place. From the shooting, it sounds like they're up top. But I can't ever tell with that type of sound. Because sometimes they could easily be underneath as well. So... that impact's... interesting. They're just getting hatches. Okay, so they're below. And this is where I'd go Habana. Even though I don't usually play Habana here, I'll just play it for the sake of this video. I do like that this guy went Thatcher for me. Do appreciate that. See where this Vigil's going. Vigil's going upstairs. Something we gotta worry about is if he tries to run out. I like that this Jackal's going to clear over this side. So I can just kind of get to the hatch safely. Something I messed up on was not bringing recharges, but it should be fine. They're gonna be impact tricking. They also have an impact up here. That's what they impacted. Oh, how did this guy die? I don't like that they're up top on an impact hole. Wait, I hear someone. Okay, I think they killed her. Okay. Interesting. I'm literally just gonna sit here. Don't really know what the point of this tubing is. Let's just throw another, because it should get the wall now. Okay, this guy is fighting. Okay, this vigil should still be up top, I would assume. I wonder if he's on my vert, honestly. I'm a little scared of that. Okay, let's get this as well. We could play for a kitchen drop here. Let's just use my cam here to try to drone out for the kitchen drop. This guy died because he tried to peek the pixel angle. Let's just try to... I suck for not killing him. I thought his nitro was gonna be the one that was at me. Oh my god, I fucked up, man. I should have killed this guy, but even then, I still was in a 1v2, but I should have definitely killed that guy. See, that's the problem when I'm playing Breacher, is like, I'm literally just like waiting around a lot. And then if my team dies, then there's just nothing for me to do. That's the only problem I have with Breacher. It's obviously, because like, obviously I'm gonna trust myself more than I trust my team. And I feel like a lot of people feel the same way, that's why they also like, don't like to play Breacher. A zombie ban, we messed up just because they banned Maverick, so they're actually gonna definitely run a Cade. Probably run Cade to begin. Thankfully someone else won the Thermite. Let's switch it up and play the Montang and take Garage. Let's play a little bit different for this last game and see if that kind of works. Playing a bit more supportive in a way. In hopes that my team's kind of the one playing for the picks more this game. Although I'm kind of like more like that, I'm more of like a flex. But I guess in this game I'll play more supportive. The only thing is I feel like I'm pretty washed when it comes to shields. I don't know if that really makes sense. But like Blackbeard, I literally hate playing because I know there's people in my squads, like on my main account, that play Blackbeard much better than me and know the tech much better than me. So I hate playing Blackbeard. But when I think there's a time to play Blackbeard, it's like no one else wants to play him. So I have to decide, do I want to play him or do I just kind of like go without him? But this is also one of the maps that I would be like, this is such a good Montang map. And they spring heartbeat charges. The only thing is they have a clash. I'm honestly gonna switch off Montang now, just because they have a clash. Let's just switch up already. I don't know if I wanted to go Sophia. Do I have heartbeat charges? I really hope I do. Claymores, goddammit. Clash is a little difficult because like we're not gonna really be able to even take out this clash. That's the only reason why I switch off Montang. I feel like it's better for me to just be on a gun at that point. So we'll see. Yep, they definitely have a Cade, like I thought. I want to put Claymores on these jump outs over here. It's a good first pick to start off. Wonder how we're gonna push this clash out now. If it clashes by herself, then I could definitely push her out. That's the thing, is we just have to find out the clash is by herself. Yep, there we go. Now this is a problem. Oh, I just barely won that. Oh my god, I actually did not expect him to be there. Him missing that shot on me was a sell right there. If you're running Vigil Boss G, you gotta hit that shot. I feel like since he also was catching me off guard there, that for sure was just no reason for him to miss that Boss G shot on me. He had like 2 chances to hit a Boss G shot on me, and he didn't. And that fucked him up. Because I think the Clash shot me a little bit, right? So I was basically one shot. Even though the Boss G is nerfed, I would be one shot of the Boss G. If I remember correctly. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure the Clash weakened me a bit, so the Vigil, all he had to do was just hit that Boss G shot, and he missed the 2 times he had that chance. So Sophia ended up being a really good pick, because the Clash just had her shield down, and she just thought like, for one, you're not going to expect somebody to be on Sophia, but she should have heard my gun. And her first instinct is to be like, okay, she should not have her shield out, or else I'm just going to destroy it. So I'm going to pick Sophia again, just for that case. But I do like the Cade ban from us, and if they run a Clash again, so be it. We'll just have to try to deal with it again. The problem with playing a Clash is if she actually did have her shield up, it would have been such a big problem against us. Because you really need coordination when you're going to take out a Clash. Even if I stun her with my Sophia nades. Oh, I need to sneeze. Okay, I tried to mute my mic for the sneeze. I don't know if I did. But as I was saying, is you need coordination for when I use my Sophia stun. Okay, there's a mute on that. I think that's the rotate. They have a Vigil again down here. What is this guy doing? This guy and his Vigil. Okay. No one else has Claymores on my team, that's the only problem. So I'm honestly gonna stick to Sophia Claymores. Okay, they don't have a castle as well. We do have a Nomad, but I'd rather her use her Nomads for like better spots than just like jump outs, in my opinion. Oh, he was gonna put Osa shield on there, my bad. Did they reinforce over here? They did reinforce over here. I do feel like we need this space over here. We can't just give it up. And I got flanked by the Vigil. I thought I heard something. Of course he's doing this shit, man. Like, this Vigil is just such a rat. Oh my god. I hate that. Is he the one that's been insta-locking Vigil the entire round and he just plays like that? That's so ratty, man. I feel like that's so poor from him to just play like that. I know I'm just like crashing out because like I died to him. I feel like playing like that every single round, like there's just like no way you can like that way of playing. This is only if he's playing. He's actually been the one playing Vigil the entire round, and then he gets smoked in a one-on-one gunfight. Yeah, the Ashe had no play there. I don't blame her for trying it. We had no window pressure. We had like nothing. And that Vigil is just ratting down there. I thought what my teammates were gonna do is they were gonna push the people outside of cache, not just Osa shield it off. That's the problem I have, is we try to cut steps, right? And the Vigil, if we just left him in garage, he would have impacted out and just killed one of us right there, because that's what he was playing for the entire time. He ended up killing me, and then also impacting it, but I don't think he killed anybody from the impact spot, because nobody was there at the time. But he definitely would have. Let's see if we can do things good. I do like that somebody wanted a zombie. I hate playing the zombie for garage. We could do the strat here, honestly, and go like the castle for the team. I'm down to try it. Basically, the strat is pretty simple nowadays, but I can go through it a little bit for you guys from the perspective of a castle. There's easily 3 main castles you want to do, or yeah, 3 main castles, and then the fourth one can kind of differ depending on what you want to do. But I'll show you the fourth one that I like to do. It's just like the sight window, honestly. Let's say you have a bandit, or the bandit's trying to like swing anybody playing below, or mavericking the wall is what I meant. Hold on a second. I don't know what this Capcan's doing, but yeah, I was just interrupted a little second. Let's do this as well. I forgot to do this. But yeah, these are the 3 castles you want to do downstairs and play below, basically. These castles are really good because, or just playing castle down here in general is really good. Oh, I don't like that we didn't reinforce those walls, unfortunately. Okay, so we already Ash charged this. And one of our teammates already died over there, which I really don't like. At least we got to pick back. The important spot to play is usually down on these baby steps, is what we call it. I just don't like that this is not reinforced. Wow, that did so much damage to me. Why? There we go. Killed the Ash, pushing me down below. That's honestly perfect from what the Ash did, is pushing me downstairs. Really applying the pressure on me is what she needed to do. Thank you, Doc, for being a good teammate. You guys just gonna basically bait, I would assume. So all we need to do is just wait if we don't want to give up any kills or throw away our bodies. I'll hug in this corner over here. He just K-tricked the wall, didn't he? Yep, perfect. So I assume this is zombies already watching the window for me. Going bottom red. Okay, I'm not sure what this guy's planning to do here. It sounds like he's in lounge. Okay. Well, he wasn't even trying to win at that point after he got K-tricked. That was such a beautiful Cade from Arcade there. Alright, that was a good round. Like I was saying, is that Ash pushing me was really good. It's just the only problem is that they had no pressure elsewhere, so I was able to play very comfortably in garage, bottom garage, even on that soft wall where they should have breached it when it was soft. The Ash easily was able to breach it, but she decided not to because I guess she probably didn't even know that was soft. To be fair, but what's good is that the Ash pressured me downstairs. If she killed me, that would have been a very good power position for her to have. But also the fact is her teammates were dying anyways. So in the end, I think her killing me wouldn't have even really mattered too much because she still would have had to push up one of the staircases, and that's our teammates were kind of already holding it. I like the Azami. Castle's interesting here. I really hope he doesn't do any like weird castles. But let's just go Melusi here, honestly. I could have done my smoke play that I usually do, and I honestly should have, because I really need to win. I'm more open to doing things that people ask me to do, or just doing different things for the sake of the series. If we start winning a bit more, then I wouldn't mind. But the fact that we already lost 2 games, I don't want to really lose any others after that. Just want to be locked in. I wonder if he's going to castle this. I'm just going to barricade it for now, and then he could obviously castle over it if he needs to. I'm just going to break that open so I could put a Mel over here. I don't really like that he's putting Barbed over here, because they're just going to Ash Shark both of them. I do like that my teammates already reinforced everything, it looks like. All the reinforcements are gone. We'll put a Mel for this hallway right here as well, so it's just going to be a little awkward for them when they drop the hatch and push the hallway. We don't have a rotate. Put a Mel for the hatch drop, of course, as well. That should be just a good, decent spot. This is looking pretty good. I do like this setup that we have here. I just don't like this Barbed. One's oil pit over here. We killed him. Good shot. He's also got the hollow on, so he's just swinging like a maniac with hollow on. I'm kind of playing in this awkward position because if they drop this ladder, they have a lot of time. Never mind, they already dropped. I was gonna say they had a lot of time that they would be un-ADS'd when they drop. But I didn't know the Twitch already dropped there. And yeah, she pushes through, gets one. At least we got a refrag back. We don't have any good cams except for this one really. But it's not even that good of a cam because they're already in spots that they gotta like... Ooh. Okay, so at least the castle knows that he's in blue. I do like the way this castle's playing it. Except one's gonna be his main stairs and he might get fucked. Yeah. That's kind of something that the zombie needed to watch for him. But I would assume that they weren't even in comms, so it's kind of tough. But yeah, these guys are very direct with their pushes, it looks like. They just really wanted to push blue, even though like blue push necessarily wasn't even that good. What I could have honestly done is I could have backed up, but I didn't want them to just take that blue control for free. I also didn't notice they had a drone on me. That's why that Twitch just got such a free kill on me. That was a bad position for me. I already knew it. Because if they obviously were in oil pit, then I was just fucked. Because it wouldn't have been a good gunfight for me to take. I was in like an off angle, so people wouldn't actually expect me there. But the fact that the Twitch was just hanging out there on a drone, she just had such a free kill on me. So I won't do that again. I think the zombie is so important here though. Even though they've been pretty good at clearing our util, I think the zombie's been really good, so I'm gonna do it because no one else did. Oh, there's my IRLs on again. This is my last game. Anyways, I was planning for it to be the last game anyways, and I'm pretty sure I already said that before. Something that I've been playing with my IRLs is Night Rain. Elden Ring Night Rain. New update came out and it makes it really fun. Just like a game that you can actually grind again now, I guess. Because the beginning, like if you finish the game, it's like what else are you gonna do after that? But now they added like a, I don't even know what you would say. But it's kind of like an endless mode. And you can go, you can see how far you get with the waves or the rounds getting harder and harder. I don't know if people played Night Rain or Elden Ring Night Rain, but that game was honestly so good. And it's still so good. Let's just barricade off dirt here. No point trying to hold it. Zombie like this. One like this. Also put barb like this. We'll try to put in spots that like they aren't gonna like double stack. We didn't get the hatches though, unfortunately. Kinda bad. Why does this rotate like this? Why isn't it even a rotate? It's a rotate now. Alright, we got first picked. Honestly, like, I'm not sure what happened there. But I would think like a roam is not even a bad thing to do here. Oh my god, what is going on? Jesus, I don't even know what's going on there. What is that timing? She actually just pushed in. I mean, now she's taking gunfights. Fair enough. I mean, nice shot. Fair enough. Damn. Okay. Well, we couldn't win our last game. It was at least a hard-fought game against people that are obviously like much more high ranks than the rest of us. And they're probably in a 5-stack, obviously, so the fact that we even like made it kind of close is pretty good. Who are these people? Oh, I know Cheetah. And I know this Flex guy too. I definitely will say that he was playing a little ratty on the Vigil, but then at the end he was obviously winning really good gunfights with Ash. But anyways, my stats are looking absolutely horrible. And let's go look at our stats. Anyways, 2 wins, 8 losses. Let's go. Imagine having like 10 placement matches and you win 2 out of 10. Like, Jesus. The funny thing is if there actually was placement matches, me winning 2 out of 10, it still probably would have had me higher ranked than Copper 3. So that's like a pro and a con about this new rank system. I think the con obviously is that like you gotta start all the way from the bottom. But the pro is that everyone else has gotta start from the bottom. So it's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I think it's in general, I think the rank system is good. It's just like kind of like everything else around it is bad. Like the elo trapping and shit. But yeah. I did have some packs to open. I could honestly end up my episode by opening up some packs. And just talk about that episode because obviously this series is going terrible. It's never been this bad before, I don't think. But I do feel like a lot of it is because of the elo trapping. I'm not sure whether or not I actually did get elo trapped in any of my games so far in the season. But it's just the fact that people are very keen to elo trap. And it's like they have there's no repercussions for elo trapping right now. So everybody's getting on that wave. People are buying or paying for people to elo trap for them, because obviously not everyone can afford 2 consoles or more. So people do actually like pay elo trappers to play with them so that they can get elo and stuff like that. A lot of times, the way to check if they're playing with elo trappers is for one to check the leaderboards and see who's the elo trappers on the leaderboards, and then 2, you can see who they've actually queued with and how many times. So if you notice somebody's queued with a top elo trapper, oh, we'll take that for sure. But if you notice someone's queued with a top elo trapper multiple times, then you would assume that, okay, they're basically also elo trapping. Even if they're not the one behind it, they're still going with it. And those people are definitely, I would look down upon, because it's not cool to do that. Throwing other people's games for your virtual elo. But anyways, guys, enough yapping. Hopefully we can get more wins next episode. We're going to keep on saying that until we can get some wins. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.